Need a new car? Looking for that business vehicle or ornaments to conquer a small nation? At Cobra Commander's Sharp Auto Sales, we want to put you in your next vehicle. We have everything to meet your work, family, or military needs. Check out this His Tank. It can be yours for no money down and only $2.99 a month. Need something more versatile? How about this Stinger Jeep? Fully armored, missile launcher included. Only 40,000 miles, most of which are non-combat. We've also got Rattlers, Night Ravens, and the all-new Ford Escape. And now we're offering 0 payments for 6 months, or until Destro can formulate a plan to take over the banks. Remember, at Cobra Commander's Sharp Auto Sales, we're not just a car dealer. We're an evil terrorist organization determined to rule the world. And we're certified by the Better Business Bureau. So come on down to Cobra Commander's Sharp Auto Sales for a test drive on Route 1 in Springfield. Follow the signs at the bomb craters. Free balloons for the kids. Come on down! Cobra!
Now streaming on Disney+. He was the galaxy's most feared and badass bounty hunter. That is, until he was bought by Disney. Now watch as he struggles with PTSD flashbacks and teaches a tribe of primitive natives to dance with sticks.
You push your left foot in, you push your left foot out, you push your left foot in and you shake it all out. You do the hokey tokey and you turn yourself around.
Hokey?
That's what it's all about.
All because Kathleen Kennedy couldn't have 2 characters that were exactly the same. Especially after they repurposed the Boba Fett movie into The Mandalorian. Temuera Morrison returns to the role that he probably shouldn't have in Dances with Feet. Only on Disney+. I mean, I hope they're paying him well enough to put up with this kind of humiliation.
Like a panther. Yes? Maybe not.
Coming up on the CW, it's prom night, and love is in the air.
Until it's time to throw down!
Sam and Miguel share a tender moment.
But look who's crashing the party!
Watch as young couples share a romantic dance.
And fight! And dance fight!
Be sure to watch an extra special episode
of Kung Fu High Prom Night!
Where's Jake? Dude showing alone. I got news. Someone's here. Cat's looking at me. He thinks I'm crazy. Hey everybody, what's going on? All right, that's enough of that. All right, let's see if I can get. Yeah, well, he's sitting in the wrong spot. Let me see if I could make that adjustment. So hold on a second here. We're gonna try to get Cat Cam up and running. It's way too much pressure, it says. And that's not gonna work. Come on. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, let me see. Oh, for fuck's sake. Trying to get Cat Cam up and running here. What the?
Don't worry about it.
So I promised Cat Cam. You're going to have Cat Cam, damn it. Trying to due to technical difficulties. You guys don't really remember back in the day when there used to be technical difficulties. You'd miss like the whole like whatever Dr. Seuss special. And then, that's it. You're out of you're SOL. Okay, that's not the cat. There he is. Well, you can see his paw. So, hey, you want to move somewhere where go that way a little bit. So, let's see. How long there he is. And he's looking at me like I'm crazy. All right, well, we'll check back in with him in a little while. See what he's doing. See if he does something cute. How's everybody doing today? Sorry we got a late start. Jake is off doing Jake stuff. That's right, Mini Murder Floof. Agent Orange. That's Agent Orange Cat. He's all pissed off. The squirrel's got peanuts outside. The squirrel almost took a peanut out of my hand. Pardon me. Yes, 25% different cat. Sandra Hammerslag, how you doing? Julie, how you doing? Sorry for the late start. Andrew Helm. Like I said, he's just sitting there staring off into space right now. So, okay. So where should we start here? We're about 5 minutes into the show. We haven't talked about anything. Greg Kirby, Panda, how you doing? So we're gonna start with let's start with This Week in Trek.
Kevin!
Oh boy, why do I keep torturing myself? Okay, first we're gonna start off with the it's Star Trek, mercifully Star Trek as Disgracery. Season 4 has ended. But not without flipping the bird off to a lot of fans. So here's what happened. Now, for those living outside the United States, that person is named Stace. This person here, where is it? This person here is Stacey Abrams. She's an American politician. She ran for governor of Georgia and lost. Yeah, if you let Trek go, they win. They need to keep pooping out. Yeah. Now, listen. I have no problem with people who want to make an appearance on Star Trek, okay? However, how they used to do it was they used to do it in a way where they weren't the center of attention. Mick Fleetwood, for instance, was actually on an episode of The Next Generation. But if they didn't tell you, you would have missed it. You probably didn't know. A lot of people to this day probably don't know it was him. So there's Mick Fleetwood right there in one of these fish heads. Fish heads, roly fish heads. So that's a good way of not calling attention to it. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, Greg Kirby. Yeah, I saw that picture. Well, that's for the purposes of discussion, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, exclusive Star Trek Discovery director Olatunde Asunsnami explains how Stacey Abrams' surprise cameo came about in season 4 finale. Director Ali explains how the show's surprise season finale came to fruition. Series which debuted in September 2017 on CBS's now rebranded Paramount Plus streaming platform follows Captain Mikey Spock and the crew of the Starship Disgracery, beginning approximately 10 years after the events of 10 years before the events of the original series. I misread that. Held by shoulders Michelle Paradise and Alex Kurtzman. Michelle Paradise, who couldn't run away from us fast enough at Star Trek Las Vegas. Series earned itself critical acclaim and landed a Primetime Creative Arts Emmy for prosthetic makeup and visual effects, supporting Soneca Martin Green's lead as Captain Mikey Spock. Our series regulars Doug Jones, Anthony Rapp, Mary Wiseman, Wilson Cruz, David Ajala, Blue Del Barrio, and Tig Notaro. Can anybody tell me off the top of your heads what characters all those people play? You can't, because they're just stereotypes. A surprising twist, the Star Trek Disgracery season 4 finale sees real-life politician, voting rights activist, and admittedly proud Trekkie Stacey Abrams cameo as the president of the United Earth. Abrams' role as United Earth president awarded the Georgia politician to test her acting chops alongside Martin Green's Captain Burnham. Well, if she wanted to test, she would have to cry on cue. previously unseen president and formally proclaimed United Earth. Force of rejoining the Federation, although it's unclear whether Abrams will reprise a role for show season 5. It was indeed casting call nobody saw coming. In an exclusive interview with Screen Rant's STD director Ollie, what do you say? Explains how Abrams' surprise cameo sees where it came to be. He admits he was pretty surprised when he learned Abrams could cameo in the finale, who with the connection to Abrams coming from Wilson Cruz, who portrays Chief Medical Officer Dr. Hugh Culber. After a productive phone call between showrunners and Abrams, the politician eventually slid into United Earth president role, much to the surprise of Star Trek fans everywhere. Check out Austin says, that guy's remarks. Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise for me too when I found out. She's always been a huge fan of the show. Alex and Michelle were pushed by Wilson Cruz, who was like, "Would you want to have a chat with Stacy?" They said, "Sure." So they hopped on a call with her, and Alex and Michelle pitched the idea. "Would you mind coming on the show?" She said, "Yeah, she'd love to." They figured out what character to slide her into, and it ended up being the president. So once we found out about the casting, it was quite the surprise. Yeah, it was quite the surprise to us too. Now, President, let me see. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm misreading something here. Hold on. Thought I had technical difficulty. United President in Star Trek Discovery. 2018's Georgia gubernatorial election. Abrams claimed Democratic nomination, became the first African-American female nominated in the United States in a major party gubernatorial race. Additionally, in 2018, the former Georgia State Republican Georgia representative founded an organization to address voter suppression called Fair Fight Action. Fiery politician also lends her hand to writing as the author of both fiction and nonfiction works, which have landed on New York Times bestseller list. Well, we did that with the old show. We talked about how that's not a big deal. Landing Abrams was undoubtedly a brilliant play for the series showrunners in such an unexpected way. While little is known whether or not Abrams may return in the next installment, as STD moves into its 5th and hopefully final season, my interjection, more exciting developments are likely on the horizon. No, they're not. The series opens the door for the possibility of a multiverse with Dr. Tarka. Oh, God. Dr. Tarka's Next Generation. Oh, between crying, that is. That being the case, the franchise awarded itself more liberties similar to that of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and DC Extended Universe. Perhaps STD Season 5 will explore the next frontier. Maybe Abrams will reprise her role as the president resident. Either way, audiences will have to sit patiently and wait until Season 5 hits Paramount Plus. Hopefully, we know it will, but oh, God. Now, people have asked me, what problem do I have with this? Well, Star Trek has always been political. Hey, nitpicking nerds in the chat. How you doing, buddy? When she arrives, it looks like a different scene from Star Wars when the Emperor arrived. There was a fleet outside army formation for some reason. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it definitely looks out of place. But yeah, Jake should be here. Jake has had previous engagement. He'll be along shortly. Now, people ask me why is this a problem? And okay, it is a problem because yes, Star Trek has always used real politics to make certain points in storytelling. A Private Little War, the Omega Glory, the episode Outcast. What else? I mean, there's been a lot of things. Arena had some political overtones. Certainly, Deep Space Nine also used real world politics. Voyager actually used some quite literally used some real world politics. There's an episode in season 6, I believe, called Critical Care. Talk about how wealthy people have health care and the poor do not. TNG's The High Ground, yes. Drumhead was another one. Brilliant episode. But what they never did was they never went out of their way to seemingly endorse a political candidate. And that's what this looks like to me, in my opinion. In my opinion, this looks like an endorsement of a political candidate. A candidate running for the governorship of Georgia who can award the production if she is in the governor's mansion. She can award the production of this series certain tax breaks. I'm not alleging a quid pro quo, but I'm saying that this looks very inappropriate. This looks very inappropriate. This just and I posed this question. I posed this question on Twitter. If someone from the other side, let's just say Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, somebody from, Tom Cotton, whomever, if somebody like that called them up and said, "Hey, I'm a big fan of Star Trek. Can I please be on the show?" Now, given that the crew, the cast has, and the producers have certain political leanings, and they made those political leanings. That's another good example. Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro. And given, like I said, given the what if Alex Jones said, "Hey, I love Star Trek. Could I please play a Gorn?" Given the cast and crew's political leanings, and they made them abundantly clear at Star Trek Las Vegas, do you really think they would be that eager to have them on? I don't think they would. I honestly don't think they would. Gina, I know, yes, and listen, I don't want to do this. There's one thing I can't stand. It's the culture war. Okay, I keep saying we're wasting time talking about Mr. Potato Head and Dr. Seuss. Okay, yet I think there is something to be said here that we've seen what happens when you speak out. We've seen Gina Carano not come back. She isn't coming back for season 3 of The Mandalorian. She's been pretty much excised from everything. And as much as people crap on Todd McFarlane, at the very least, and I'm bringing an image up in a moment here. At the very least, Seth MacFarlane was he's a pretty good sport. Seth MacFarlane had Rush Limbaugh on Family Guy. I wasn't aware that Rush was a fan of the show. And then, as you go, there's a still right from it. Was Rush was he a fan? Let me see. Yeah, I mean, was he a fan? It was called Excellence in Broadcasting. Production development. First announced series executive McFarlane, interview 2009, written by Patrick McGeehan. Series regular John Lundquist, 8th season. Can see that Family Guy tends to be very liberal because it's written by liberals and choosing conservatives who will be featured in the episode. McFarlane stated, "We put it out there to a lot of Republicans. We're doing a show who wants in, and we got some bites." Series. This is all from Wikipedia. In choosing the conservatives who would be featured in the episode. I read that already. Series regulars Peter Shin and James Purdom serve as the supervising director, with Andrew Goldberg, Alex Carter, Elaine Coe, and Spencer Porter serving as staff writers for the episode. Composer Walter Murphy, who has also worked on the series since the inception, returned to compose the music for Excellence in Broadcasting. It is the first episode to feature a high-definition opening credit sequence. On the Rush Limbaugh Show on September 27th, 2010, Limbaugh explained that he agreed to do the episode based on his continuing friendly relationship with Family Guy creator and executive producer Seth MacFarlane, commenting, Seth appreciates and has great affection for professionals, and we're all professionals here. Limbaugh went on to reveal that he was in the studio's sound booth for 3 or 4 days at 4 hours at a time while recording his lines for the episode, as well as for the accompanying musical number, which Limbaugh admitted to being something of a challenge. Later in his radio show, Limbaugh went on to criticize 20th Century Fox Public Relations Department following a comment by the author and commentator Andrew Breitbart accusing the Fox company of burying the episode. Limbaugh also admitted, however, that there was nothing in the script that he would want them to edit out. Okay. Excellence from Broadcasting, along with 2 other episodes of Family Guy's ninth season, released on DVD 3-disc set in the United States on December 13, 2011, include audio commentaries by various crew cast members of several episodes, a collection of deleted scenes in animatics, special mini features discussed behind animating, and there were fewer mini feature. Okay, all right. So, like I said, and like I said, Rush was an entertainer, radio. He wasn't a politician. I understand, but he was a conservative voice, though. He was a very prominent conservative, and like if they wanted to, he put a feel. Hey, do you want to, at the very least? And listen, as much as detestable I found Rush Limbaugh as a human being, at the very least, he could laugh at himself, and he could, open himself up to do something like this. Rush did a quick audio cameo for Star Wars. Yes, true. Friends, yes. Lando Calrissian's been made administrator of Cloud City. But, pardon me, at the same time, I don't see, I wouldn't count on seeing anyone, Michelle Paradise, Alex Kurtzman, or any of the 24 producers they have on that show asking them to, hey, can you have Lauren Boebert on? Can you have Sarah Palin on? Can you have this guy on? Can you have that guy on? I think that we're in a place. Listen, like I said, I'm actually okay. Truth be known, I am a registered Democrat. Or at least I was at one point. I have no love for the establishment of the Democratic Party. And I'm a registered Democrat, so I could have voted against certain candidates in my hometown's primaries, because by the time you get to a general election, it's already decided. I mean, there's this unwritten rule where I'm from that you do not challenge the incumbent, which is why when you wanted to run for mayor, if you wanted the party's nomination, the ruling party, the Democratic Party's nomination, you had to get 2,000 signatures. If you want to run as an independent, you only had to get 200 signatures. Yeah, George W. Bush was supposedly a Trekkie. How about showing up? Yeah, I mean, why not? And the other thing, too, is, like I said, you're having a current politician, too. George W. Bush, he's retired. He's removed himself from public life. Again, I have no love for certain people. I have no love for Lauren Boebert, for Marjorie Taylor Greene, for Tom Cotton, for any of those people. I think a lot of their policies are reprehensible, but I'm not going to get into it here. It's for a different podcast. But this is a blatant, in my opinion, an open endorsement for a certain candidate, which is something that Star Trek never did. Star Trek never did that. And Screen Rant actually has gotten taken in by this. Discovery's Stacey Abrams' cameo was ultimate homage to Roddenberry's. No, it wasn't. Gave you scripts of real life politician cameos, president in the yada 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 yada. Once Burnham agrees with diplomatic solid DMA, which was their solution to the DMA was to ask species 10C, can you pretty please not destroy the universe? And then, of course, Mikey Burnham has a cry. Camaraderie. Yeah, Roddenberry, who first promoted the original and message Wagon Train to the Stars, was always very clear about the desire to provide viewers peaceful, equitable, exploration-driven future. He pushed for diverse casting, including hiring of a black actress to play one of the bridge crew. Nichelle Nichols, was cast as a role of Lieutenant Uhura. Now, somebody had asked, why don't you have Nichelle Nichols might be the president? I'm like, that's actually a good idea. However, Nichelle Nichols is not in the best of health. So they probably wouldn't have wanted that. Yeah. I don't recall Robert F. Kennedy making a cameo on TOS. That's a very good point. I don't remember Michael Dukakis being on TNG. I don't remember Bill Clinton being on Deep Space Nine or Voyager. Why is Uhura? Because they can't come up with anything original. That's why. So what's next? Trump leading the Klingons. We're gonna make the Empire great again, okay? Okay. Earth. We're gonna build a wall around Earth, okay? And then we're gonna build a wall around Kronos, okay? Oh, you Orions. Orion, they don't send the best people. They're murderers. Some are good people, okay? My dad's hometown once elected a man who dressed as a monkey and as a soccer team mascot. While it's UK politics is tribal, we also have that streak that says, F the ruling class. I like that. I was going to run for mayor. I was going to run for mayor of my town. My entire platform would be, listen, if you're electing me, you need more help than you really know. Okay, because I would be a terrible mayor. My whole platform would be municipal broadband, fix the roads, and then I would immediately resign and call for a new election in 3 months. Because what that would do is they would clear the table. It would clear the table, and then everybody would have to scramble. Like they wouldn't give enough time to get donors in line. That would be my entire thing. We're going to expand broadband, municipal broadband for the entire city, fix the roads, and then new election. That would be my entire platform. Those 3 things. What voted for walls? I'm gonna build a big, beautiful wall around Kronos. Okay. Robert promoted original message. Why change? Okay, we read that. Nichelle Nichols cast and role, who would soon be told by Dr. Martin Luther King that her performance as intelligent black woman position powers critical civil rights movement. Lieutenant, who often described as one of the most influential characters in the series, now continues Star Trek Discovery's most but she was on television. There's direct correlation between Roddenberry's vision for Star Trek and Stacey Abrams' political career, despite the half-century between them. No, there's not. Long before her appearance, Star Trek Discovery, Stacey began political career, speechwriter for congressional campaign at age 17. She graduated Yale Law School, was appointed deputy attorney in Atlanta, and won the Georgia House Representative seat, which she held on for 10 years. In 2018, she became the first black woman nominated for a major party gubernatorial seat. It's interesting to see them twist themselves into a pretzel defending this. Charlie voted out for the mayor president. Yada yada. Abrams pushed. Published 2 novels. But you're not telling me she also submitted Star Trek has an enormous effect on our life. Franchises, iterations. She wrote, and sometimes Star Trek scenes, problem solves real life situations. Yeah, but you're not telling me. Oh, for God's sake. And when appearance starts to now become ultimate realization of Roddenberry's vision, you respect. For Christ's sake. Abrams' real life work. Listen, again, stop trying to defend this, okay? Stop trying to defend this. Please, stop trying to defend this. In other Trek news, hold on, strange. Not Kirk. Yeah, so in other news, this asshat. No, okay, that's unfair. This guy's going to be your new Kirk. 25% different Kirk. Oh, massive plot twist. So what is this? What's the plot twist? Boys ostensibly heralding because what's this? I got a text message. I'll see that later. Yada yada. Kirk's inspection. Yada 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 yada. Like big change from what fans expect. Oh, pray tell, what ever can that change be? I'm dreading the response. Proximate Strange Royal Kirk will be serving as an officer aboard the USS Farragut and being mentioned by his commanding officer, Captain Garavik, for Garavik ultimate untimely demise, basically a bloodthirsty extraterrestrial monster. That backstory suggests Kirk could be wearing a captain's uniform in the photo. Either as an interim captain or there will be changes to the establishment. Oh, there's going to be changes. There's going to be changes. Placing him in command of a different starship in charge of the Enterprise far earlier than anticipated. However, changes in timeline will likely upset Star Trek longtime fans. You think? So using Kirk to make a major retcon seems improbable. Oh, that'll stop them. Another possibility behind seeing the captain's uniform is grand misdirect. He's either wearing command uniform as part of training exercise. Why would he do that? Or the flash forward sequence to Kirk's captaincy of the Enterprise. No, because he's standing next to that Noonien Singh chick. Stranger Worlds could use narrative framing device of Spock recalling his history under serving under Pike, telling it to Kirk. No. Because why would... Oh, come on. You're reaching here, CBR. CBR! You're reaching! Given tragic fate that befalls, Kirk uniform could hint at a bigger twist. No, it can't. Because Pike was... it was fairly recent that he ended up in the wheelchair. Pike is destined horrific injuries, rescuing people from fire, resulting in premature retirement of activity, elaborate, foreshadowed, yada, yada, yada. One comment, probably about. So it could mean something or not mean something. That's good work. Let's call it a day. Yeah. For God's sake. For crying out loud. They just keep going down a rabbit hole of dumb. They really do. Well, Mike says Star Trek is all about everyone coming together, working for a better company, and you are a toxic white man. Ree or ree. Oh, for crying out loud! But the other thing is, I mean, this lady they have playing. Where the frick is that picture? Here it is. I mean, we figured this out. We pretty much figured this out. in a couple minutes. Let me just expand that series on. Okay. When we saw this picture last a few days ago. Now, this lady is playing somebody named Noonien Singh. They're filming this in Toronto. I can't remember what the name of the place was, but it was in a busy intersection. We figured this out just the way the guy was standing, the hair, the uniform, the expression. Now, this lady again, she's playing Noonien Singh. She's playing somebody named Lan Noonien Singh. How many Noonien Singhs could there be in the universe? And guaranteed she's going to be the descendant of Khan Noonien Singh. And you would think, Khan didn't, oh, that's not going to fucking stop him, Sandra Hammerslag. You think that's going to really stop them? You really. So they hired a non-Indian to play an Indian. Yeah, they hired an Asian woman. I mean, that's not going to stop. Are you kidding me? Hey, we have a perfect opportunity to F everything up. They're taking it. They're gonna take it. Yeah, we figured this out right away. Let me show you what Kirk shooting in Toronto. No, not that. Okay, let me see. Oh God, where the heck is it? Now I can't find it. Of course. There it is. That's the tweet I was looking for. Like I said, we were able to piece this together pretty quickly. Just from this photo. Like I said, look, the stance, the posture, the hair. There's only one we said there was only one person that could be. James T. Kirk. But you think, though, I mean, like I said, her name is Noonien Singh. So when and this is supposed to be set 10 years before or whatever. So you'd think that they'd say, Kirk would have said the Spock, wasn't there a Noonien Singh on the Enterprise that I served? I seem to remember something. Spock, I seem to recall a Noonien Singh who served aboard the Enterprise when you were with Captain Pike in command. They do a little brown face Ricardo Molto and make him look, more like a Sikh. Yeah, watch cricket and live to see many Sikh people. She is as white as me. The Roma gypsies from Romania look more convincing than her. But she's Asian. But they're well, she's Asian. Well, India's from Asia. India's in Asia. It's just a rabbit hole of dumb. It really is. I can't stand this. Well, why do you still watch it? Because I'm doing it because out of some sort of moral obligation to tell you people, to tell everyone here. Or her name is Chang or Chong or something like that. Let me see what does the actress name in. She's played by someone named yada yada yada. Where the frick is her name? Where the heck is her name? For God's sake, why do you keep doing this? Lan Noonien Singh. Dr. Mbenga Babs. Her name is Christina Chong. That's the actress's name is. So, a strange woke world, yeah. Yeah, somebody has to report on the shipwreck, yeah. As Captain Benjamin Franklin Pierce once said, with Alex Kurtzman, to paraphrase, as he said about Henry Blake, with Alex Kurtzman in charge of Star Trek right now, it's like being on the Titanic when it hit the iceberg and then getting to the bridge and you find out the captain is Daffy Duck. Seriously brings up a good point. Sikhs men have last name Singh. Women have last name Cotton. Hey, don't. Hey. No using any kind of reasoned, logical argument here, okay? That will not fly. That will not fly on this show. Don't bring your logic here. Yeah, they could. Yeah. Well, like I said, they're all about virtue signaling. Somebody made a big stink about how they didn't hire a Hispanic actress to play a Hispanic actor on Into Darkness to play a Sikh. Oh, they hired Benedict Cumberbatch is white. I'm like, yeah, well, you want a Hispanic actor because the thinking was, well, Ricardo Montalban was Spanish. Was he Spanish? Was he Cuban? Where was Ricardo Montalban born? Ricardo Montalban. Oh, he's born in Mexico. Ricardo Montalban was born in Mexico. I mean, the thing though, I mean, like I said, there should be another Spanish actor playing. Yeah, they tried to get Javier Bardem and they tried to get Benicio del Toro. Both couldn't do it. So we've got to make the movie. And who do you call him? Benedict Cumberbatch was a big star, and it was a big global star in Sherlock at the time. So, listen, I don't blame them. They had to get the movie made. Everywhere the trope, everyone has to be related by blood. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. There's always a descendant of somebody. Descendant of this guy, descendant of that guy. Thanks to Ricardo's influence, the Reliant was supposed to reach Corinthian leather. I like what they've done to my ship. The new Chrysler Cordoba. So, yeah. Man, it's got 700,000 India, 228 million. Yeah. I don't know what that means, but okay, take your word for it. So, okay, anyway, that's a train wreck. There's this incoming disaster. Kirk Khan. Oh my God, you're a woman. Oh, for crying out loud. And like I said, there's a couple more stories. There's another more Trek related something. Hold on. Close a few of these tabs. It's getting confusing. I wish it would. I wish it would just go away. So you can tell Screen Rant has never watched anything related to Star Trek. Now they're saying because he materialized in the air, 20 feet in the air above the street, that, oh, well, that's the first time it's ever shown a transporter mistake. There's been transporter mistakes before. Cristobal Rios, Santiago's original rare transporter mistake. Star Trek after time travel, yada, yada, yada. Dark Confederation reality. Rios joined the away team to search for the Watcher. But they were sent to different areas while Rio ended up getting seriously hurt by his arrival. Transporter accidents are nothing new in Star Trek. Malfunction, miraculous devices spawn memorable episodes. Evil duplicate James T. Kirk in The Enemy Within. It's created by Transporter Accident Classic Star Trek. Don't forget also the one with Thomas Riker. I can't remember the name of the episode, but when they created a transporter clone of Thomas Riker. Mirror. Yeah, but these were all, listen, Enemy Within, that was caused by metallic ore that was on the guy's uniform. Mirror, that was caused by an ion storm. Okay? Arman Bashir, Benjamin Sisko. Yeah, and there was one, Tuvix. I can't remember the circumstances of that one. But there was also an episode of, oh, God, what was it? It was called Realm of Fear with Reg Barkley. In that there was a malfunction of the transporter and crew members from the USS, I can't remember what it was. This from another ship that got caught in the matter stream, and they were in the buffer.
That happened with Hoshi on Enterprise.
And also happened with Hoshi on Enterprise. Yes,
she was in the transporter pattern, and she had to overcome her fears to get on the.
Yes, man, Squatch. You gave me that list on Twitter. Yes, and like a dumbass, I'm not referring back to it. Let's see where we go. Okay, 4 examples. Yes, you did. The Not Spock. Yeah, there's the transporter accident in Motion Picture where Not Spock was turned to a bunch of goo. Geordi beamed inside a tree. DS9 or DS9 being 2022. Yeah, I mean, there's been transporter accidents all over Star Trek. But still, I mean, the USS Yosemite. Thank you, Andrew Helm. USS Yosemite. That was Enemy Within. I mean, considering the transporter was a device, was a plot device they came up with so that they wouldn't have to build a shuttle, a prop for a shuttle. And they wouldn't have to do that because that effect, because that was going to be expensive to keep doing that. So, okay, let's have a matter transport device. And so, that they explained it years later when Professor Moriarty was on the holodeck where he's trying to take over the Enterprise. And Picard said to him, "We have found that in our century, matter and energy are interchangeable." So, yeah, I mean, building a shuttle would have cost too much. That's right. So, yeah, like I said, you pull something out of your ass and you make it sound reasonable. Transporter, matter transport. Okay, yeah, breaking matter, it's down to energy, beating it across in a stream of energy and reassembling it. Okay, great. Great, there you go. Bing, bang, boom. You got your plot device. Okay, granted, you would now using our current technology to break down someone into a series of data, information, chromosomes, or whatever, you would most likely need a computer the size of Jupiter. But you know what? Like I said, it works. It works. They pulled something. Even the K-Trix references the possibility if coordinates are also an illusion, one might find some serious solid rock. Yeah. The one with the episode with Clint Howard, the Corbomite maneuver. Corbomite maneuver. They had the transporter chief said, "Yeah, you're going to have to crouch down. It's kind of cramped in there." So he wouldn't just materialize in the middle of the air. No, they would scan. Okay, there's an alley back here. What? Did we see that? I don't think we did. Rios was actually being near the roof of a building instead of arriving safely in 7 Rapid. We would not see that. We would not see that. This is bullshit right here. Tell me you've never seen Star Trek without telling me you've never seen Star Trek. Even someone being into a hostile environment, Star Trek. What?
You stole the meme I stole.
Yes, they did. Even if someone being into a hostile environment, Star Trek usually follow the trope with someone transported rise on the ground safely. Vice versa, back into the Starship's transporter pad. Rios beamed in midair and was falling. Perhaps the most unexpected event in Star Trek Picard. Yeah, okay, it was an interesting device, including Eleanor of dying. Okay, well, yeah, subverting expectations here. Things got even dire for, yeah, okay, listen, we don't care. Shut up. Again, they would scan. Two red shirts were beamed out into deep space. I remember that. If that's true, then both those men are dead. Scans are so precise in TNG, Geordi could recreate a scene from a planet and know exactly where everyone was standing. That is right. That is true. Let's say my friend is about yay tall. I remember that one. I can't remember what the episode that was, but one with the where they were replicating inside the host, and then they were using humans as hosts to replicate people. If you fart in transport, does your fart get teleported with you? Should. Molecules, methane molecules. Well, like I said, though, they are really reaching. They really are reaching with this. Okay. But yeah, this episode, though, I didn't completely hate it, but again, I didn't really like it either. The Warrior One turned to Camila. That's right, yeah. Not to be confused, they turned Janeway Paris into a newt. A newt? Got better. Burn her anyway! Burn! So, for crying out loud. Okay, so anyway, like I said, this not a good episode. Not terrible, but not really good. I mean, it's kind of interesting. I want to see where it goes, but I'm not hopeful that it's somehow going to be good, because none of this new Star Trek has been really that good. And we've seen this plot before. We've seen it. It's part Star Trek 4 Voyage Home. It's part Voyager. I mean, like I said, there's all kinds of mishmashed ideas thrown together. And it's part mirror, mirror. I mean, like I said, they've taken bits and pieces from the different episodes, and they're all mixing them up together. They had a bunch of script ideas, it feels like. Okay, so all right. So that's been This Week in Trek. Let me play them up here so we can roll. Yeah, I'd like to run long enough to get Jake on to so we can get his opinion on this. But so okay, let's go with the Superhero Smackdown. So they dropped the trailer for Ms. Marvel. And this was after extensive reshoots. They have extensive reshoots. They have all kinds of weird stuff going on. I mean, come on. Is there anybody really looking forward to this show besides Sana Amanat? And she's been MIA. You'd think she'd have something to say about it. And so, like I said, where's Agent Orange Cat? He's around here somewhere. He's at the window. Agent Orange Cat's by the window, looking at the squirrel. Squirrel's laughing at him. Squirrel's laughing at me. Hate that squirrel. Hate it. Hate that squirrel. So, okay. So here's the trailer. And this is, like I keep saying, we were fortunate enough to find the Ms. Marvel here for about $3, $2 or $3 in a Goodwill store. And pretty much it's not going well. Like I said, this is so why am I clicking on that one? So okay, so she's daydreaming. Now this seems like it's been written. Pardon me. Sorry, guys. Allergies acting up. I'm sorry, really sorry you had to hear that. I did. I forgot to mute. I muted I started the camera rather than muted. So let's start the camera again. Okay, there's the camera. Look at the side of the laptop. So okay, so there we go. She's Marvel Studios. Kamala.
Okay, so first off.
Okay, like I said, this is written like a bunch of 20-year-olds, guys in their late 20s, early 30s, what their idea of what a teenage girl likes. Look, hold on a second. Hold on.
Okay, so first off, I just want.
Okay, look, GGW, box of Kleenex. What is this? Like a thing of M&Ms? Oh, look, he's got a kitty cat mug, which is, okay, kind of cute. I give him that. But so there's nothing. This guy's obviously a little light on his feet. And what's with the chain on the outside of the shirt? What is it? What do people dress like who are from New Jersey? Put on Jersey Shore. Yeah. Oh, gold chain. Yeah. Everybody in New Jersey has a gold chain. Teenage girls are insane. When a friend's daughter turns 13, I won't talk to her again for 7 years. Probably. Fangirl, yeah. 5-year-olds wrote it. I don't. Shit happens, you're good. Okay, well. He has candy for all the little girls he interviews. Yeah, that's kind of creepy. So, okay, but there's.
I get it.
I totally get it.
High school.
I feel in the stupid like CW Zooms.
Kamala. Another Avenger
What is
shirt.
with the shirt? Oh, another Avenger shirt.
Cute.
And of course, the white girl is the devil. White girl with red hair. So they're demonizing redheads. Okay, there you go. Very good.
She thinks I'm some kind of.
Oh, okay, just take a look at that costume there. How bad is that?
Weirdo.
You are weirdo. Boys.
All right, boys. Oh, look, he's so dreamy.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
You're kind of on my shirt.
Okay. Oh, the guy with the British accent. Of course, she falls for the guy with the British accent. That's always the case. The exchange. Oh, the hottie exchange student. All right, granted. If I was an exchange student, if I went to, let's just say, if I went to France for a semester and I was the exchange student, I'd probably be the hot guy, that hot foreign guy. But, that's probably a bad example because the French hate Americans. Okay, so. Yeah, this supposed to be Scott Pilgrim. I guess so. I guess. Again, this is written as if a 30-year-old is trying to say to themselves, what does a teenage girl like? So.
Sorry.
Okay.
You're staring at the window.
Staring at the window. Oh, and here it comes.
Your little fantasy.
And bang. Hold on. Let's go back. Bang again. This is going to encapsulate everything wrong with this series. Play it back at half speed. Right there. That is everything wrong with modern Marvel. I have nothing against this actress. Okay. She, they offered her, she auditioned, they offered her the job. She took it. Anyone would. But this is just like this whole fanboy, fangirl thing. I want to see myself on screen. I want to see myself. That is important to see myself on screen. Oh, Sana Amanat has emerged on Twitter again. Best thing about it is how Iman cradles the Infinity Gauntlet like it's your child. So yeah, she's tweeting again, trying to dispel those rumors that she's been fired. But that's it. Just one kind of tweet in support of the girl who's in the role, and she retweeted out something else from Marvel Entertainment. Yeah, she's been tweeting actually promoting the series. Been busy. The Ms. Marvel trailer is here. And before that, before the 15th of March, or last week was December 22nd, 2021. And now, if this gets slammed, they have built-in excuses all ready to go. Look, and apparently my motivation for being a hero isn't some hero's journey, is some sort of sense of self-sacrifice. I want everyone to like me and be prom queen. There's your hero's journey, folks. Yeah, and then the guy I've been chasing after, but I can't get because of my Muslimness, will like me. Oh, for crying out loud. Istophobes. Yeah, we're going to see Istophobes tank the series. Obviously, as an obviously British man, my accent would not make me successful with women. American ladies would be equally disgusted by sexual advances. But phone box, it's a weird thing. Like I said, it's a weird thing. Because of, the British accent actually does make, because you're different. He's not like the others. I'm like, yeah, he's from across the ocean. Of course he's not like the other guys. And me doing my horrible impression of the British man, it's that whole self-effacingness that they like. Pardon me. I was wondering if you could perhaps, perhaps in a fortnight, entertain the possibility of understandably conceiving of like going somewhere to engage in a bit of spot, maybe a spot of if you're a bit peckish, maybe, you can feel what I'm trying to say, tip top cheerio, goodbye, that's a lot of people's image of Brits asking someone out on a date. So, I mean, yeah. So, like I said, this is bad. So this is going to be bad.
Do I have to figure out my whole future?
Like, oh my God, why are you bothering me? Oh my God, you're my guidance counselor? Do you have to give me so much guidance? Oh my God.
Before lunch, or like...
Shut up.
Maybe they're right. I spend too much time.
No. Oh God.
In fantasy.
Maybe.
Land.
Yeah, of course. I'm doing. And there you go. There you go. I want to see myself on screen.
Just not you.
There's just the pride of Secaucus, Kamala Khan.
It's not really the brown girls from Jersey City.
Oh, shut up. No, brown girls, Jersey City. Shut up. Shut up.
To save the world.
No. She puts on the thing and she okay, hold. There's your hero's journey, folks. Ready? She goes into a trunk. She goes into the attic, finds a bracelet.
World.
She goes into the attic, has a power failure, puts on a bracelet.
That's a fantasy too.
Okay, there's her hero's journey. She goes to the thrift store. For God's sake. You want a link, Mecca, or do you want me to send you a link? So you can join in on this debacle? Christ almighty. Here. You can jump in if you want. I'm still... you're still in the 90s Hugh Grant mindset, where it usually bores drunks. Well, phone box. That's that. Unfortunately, a lot of people's views of the Brits are still, especially a lot of women's views of the Brits are shaped by that. Talking about a lesbian friend about having more female characters. She said she wants it earned, not given. But why earn it when someone could just, Did
something happen to you?
Amir.
Why did you hear something?
Is that supposed to be your dad? And she's got this. She's got they changed her power set. That's supposedly the convenience store they hang out at.
What does it feel like?
What does it feel like?
Cosmic.
Oh, and there's her in the lame costume. This is all. These characters are all for cosplay. They really are. All these characters are for cosplay. Yeah. So okay, we're gonna mute this here. So okay, cops come in. Is okay. There's somebody. I don't know who that is. Okay. Yay. I'm assuming. Okay. Hold on. Cops are coming and skip ahead. All right. Somebody. I don't know who these people are. Those are the hall monitors. That's her the villain. The hall monitors. They come to take her, make sure she goes to the detention. Running. Okay. They're here. They come to kill Frankenstein. Okay, there's a mom. Oh, mom, look. Oh, I have to be a good mom now. Okay, this is why we call her Fisty McGee. She's at some kind of wedding or something. Oh, do you know what you are? Okay. Oh, the white kid has to save this. Well, wait a minute. The white kid has to save the foreign kid, the British kid. Oh, look at that. They don't portray a white guy as evil. Oh, how about that? Okay, the cops or something. I guess that's Sword coming to get her. There you go. Yeah, you send heavily armed mercenaries into a high school. That's a good idea. Haven't you people ever seen 21 Jump Street? Send babyface cops in to deal with them. Okay, I'm a superhero. No, you're not. You're a douche. Ms. Marvel. Oh God. What are people gonna? I mean, what is the excuse gonna be? Yeah, the Great Lakes Avengers show up. Wish fulfillment for the Twitter crowd. That's all this has been. Yeah. Do we get Bollywood dancing in the series? Probably. Yeah, probably. Probably he's probably gay, yeah. Okay, so all right, so that's about as much as I want to comment on that. Like I said, this it's gonna when does that series premiere? June 8th. Ooh boy, that's gonna be fun reading the reactions. That image is how many Americans see U.S. high schools. SWAT going into schools. I'm glad happy we could oblige. That image is how no Americans see U.S. high schools. SWAT going into them. Well, no lesbian lantern. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm all the Istafobes. Oh, it's gonna be Istafobes. Yeah. I still haven't figured out the cool factor giant. I don't know. I don't get it. I seriously, I don't get that. Of all the powers to give her. So I'm going to comment on this really quickly before we go on, but that was the Superhero Smackdown. Well, apparently George Lucas and Kathleen Kennedy have gotten milestone awards from the Producers Guild Association of Producers Guild America. Do you accept the milestone award for their frequent collaborator through Producers Guild? Yeah. Yada 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 yada. Spielberg worked with both. Even if I feel in this room, we need to define what producers do. Producers do whatever the hell it takes. Courage and imagination, utter lack of intimidation. Producer needs to know everybody's jobs, not how to do them, but how they are done well. Really? Oh, the irony when talking about Kathleen Kennedy and her reign at Lucasfilm. Which is what makes George and Kathy so deserving of recognition. In her acceptance speech, Kennedy noted when she met Spielberg and Lucas, at the dawning of a new age, I was getting coffee for both of them. Stephen liked his with cream and 1 sugar. George liked his black. We work side by side through one revolution in our industry after another. Revolution's not the only means of movie making in the ways office, but also in competition. She said, as women artists of color, LGBTQ, and differently labeled artists and producers who have fought and won places at the table, propelling our community toward a more inclusive, diverse, richer, more sophisticated, nuanced sense of responsibilities for social, racial, economic justice. Oh, for God's sake, give it a fucking rest already, Kathy. Holy shit, you cannot go a day. You cannot go one day without moaning about diversity. Give it a fucking rest. Holy crap. Really, this to me, this okay. Listen, she has a great huge body work behind her, but this is just defending her again. That's all this is. She's getting these awards now because they have to defend her. You know, Star Wars is taking it on the chin. This Galactic Star Cruiser, which no doubt she had a big hand in. I mean, it's all her stuff on display. Kylo Ben, Rey, Batu. She was the one that made the decision to base it on this planet that nobody ever fucking heard of instead of Tatooine. There's more stories ahead of us than there are behind us. Yeah, but nobody gives a shit about your stuff, Kathy. And you know what? I rewatched actually Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom not that long ago. There was another movie. I can't remember. I think it was that or Last Crusade. Whatever. I saw executive producer Kathleen Kennedy. I said, oh. It's just like whenever I see her name pop up, it's like, oh, you feel dirty. You really do. You feel dirty whenever you see anything, whenever you watch anything that she's associated with now. I don't care if it was done before. We all know that, listen, producing for George Lucas and Steven Spielberg is like coaching Michael Jordan. Coaching Babe Ruth. What do you really got to do? Fill out the lineup card? Okay, go to it, guys. Coach, what do you do? Pass the ball to Michael. We have to wait until she's out there before we see any changes. Yeah, and probably then we're not going to see any changes. Kathleen Kennedy. Diversity to her is the absence of straight white men. Yeah. Like I said, give it a fucking rest, Kathy, already. Please, just give it a rest. Give it a rest. And like I said, to me, every single decision that's been wrong with Star Wars, you could all root it back to her. Yeah, it's like managing. Yeah, exactly. What are you going to do? You just feel like I said, you fill out the lineup card. All right, guys. Well, not so much diversity of thought. like I said, in that she just lays it on so heavily. She just doesn't like give it a rest already. For God's sake. What are you talking about there? What's talking about with Willis? There are only 3. Yes. I would say, yeah, there's only 3 Star Wars movies. Star Wars is 3 really good movies. That's what I always say. Star Wars is 3, just like Indiana Jones has only 3 good movies and a complimentary drink coaster. So, okay, so like I said, Kathleen Kennedy still out there pretending she's important. So, okay, let's close it out. We're hour 16 minutes in. We've gone a little longer than thing. Jake got tied up. He's unable to join us at the moment. So let's end it with some animal news. Who doesn't love a good animal story? I love a good animal story. Don't you love a good animal story?
You can eat a cat cam for that.
Okay, he's over there. Where'd he go?
He's back in his bed.
He's back in the bed. Oh, boy. Hey, we're going to have Agent Orange Cat on camera for this one. Okay, let's see if we can. Of course, he gets up. He got up.
Oh, damn it. I'm sorry.
Oh, you dumbass.
Him or me?
Him. Well, can we get him on camera without revealing too much here? So, okay, so we're going to.
Box.
Huh?
Is it on? Okay, see.
There he is. There's Agent. Okay, we have cat cam. There he is. The worst thing is on camera is the kitty litter and the poopy box. Okay, that's about because look, he's got these toys there and string. Said, screw you. I'm not playing my string. I will not perform for you. I'm not your dancing monkey. So here's our animal story today. Border Collie named Pepper takes bus home by herself after getting lost in the park. Oops.
That's the controller. He's still on camera?
Yeah, he's still on camera.
You sure? Moving.
Hold on. Let me take a look. Yeah, he's still on camera. Okay. Pepper, the Border Collie, is a bright little dog, even for a breed that is known for their high intelligence. So it should come as no surprise that when she found herself separated from her family one morning during a walk through the park in the English town of Stevenage. Am I pronouncing that right? Stevenage. I don't know. Phone box, you'll correct me. She did what any bright little dog would do and just caught the bus home. 2-year-old Pepper was out for a walk with Julie Jones, owner of the N.A.P.S Dog Training Club, and mother of Charlotte Jones, who, along with her partner Saffron Capps, adopted Pepper at the age of 5 months. Oh, Pepper and Julie Jones were having a grand time walking through the park until they came upon a flock of geese who needed chasing. So that's just what Pepper did. Her natural instinct is to go and herd them and chase them. So she bolted. Charlotte Jones told the Daily Mail. Julie Jones lost her grip on Pepper's lead, and the Border Collie was off to the races, giving those geese a what for. Until the dog was out of sight, Charlotte Jones and Capps, once they were informed of the situation, started posting online and searching the neighborhood for their lost pupper, coming up empty-handed. But it turns out they needn't have worried, because Pepper had all this under control. Having made the trip with her humans before, Pepper apparently knew that the bus was her friend and made the nearly 3-mile trek from Fairlands Valley Park to a bus stop for the town center bus station and hopped right onto the number 7 bus. She couldn't pay the fare because she's a dog and therefore has no pockets. Like what Jerry Seinfeld said. Dogs are broke all their lives. Know why? No pockets. But another bus rider recognized Pepper and sussed out that she was probably trying to get home. The Good Samaritan explained the apparent situation to the bus driver, who allowed the plucky pup to stay on board and ride for free. 15 minutes later, Pepper, ever alert, and on top of the situation, stood up and got ready to exit at her stop. This is too good to be true. Hopping off the bus as soon as the doors were open. Once off the bus, Pepper recognized that she'd done all she could to remedy the situation and waited patiently for the bus at the bus stop until Jones and Caps found her. The Good Samaritan had texted Pepper's owners, alerting them to Pepper's bus location, and she also got off at Pepper's stop and waited with the dog until Jones and Caps arrived. She knew when to get up and when the bell rang. We have done that bus ride for so long, the doors opened, she just jumped off, Charlotte Jones told the Daily Mail. Aw. That's adorable. Let's see. Let's go back to the original thing here. There you go. Oh, there's the happy dog. There she is. Oh, who's a good girl? Who's a good girl?
Let me see.
There's a happy dog.
Okay.
So.
We're location, hold the camera for the cat.
Yeah. So Pepper, the border collie, made it home safe.
Okay, turn off cat cam.
The cat cam is going off now. All right. So there's your weekly palate cleanser. We are. Oh my God, border collies. My neighbors had a border collie. Smart dog. Smart dog. The Longest Journey, Part 3, Pepper's Ride Home. About 15 minutes. England's a very dog-friendly country. Yes. Agent Orange Cat. Yep. All right, everybody. We got 26 people watching. I am going to wrap up here. Sorry, Jake couldn't join us, but he'll be back at some point in the near future. Everyone, are you doing a stream later?
Yes.
Okay, Mecca's going to be doing a stream later. I want you to look out for that. Everyone, have a good rest of your Sunday. Have a good week. Have a good whatever you're doing. And as always, take good care of yourselves, each other, and we will catch you next time. And we're not over yet. Damn it, I couldn't time that right. All right, everybody, we'll see you next time.